Greetings wherever you are and welcome to the Catholic Focus News, where we bring you key developments shaping communities across the country. And today marks a significant moment in the Archdiocese of Nairobi, where Thanksgiving celebrations and an official reception were held for the newly appointed Auxiliary Bishop of the Metropolitan See, Monsignor Obed Muriungi Karobia of the OFM Convention, ahead of his episcopal ordination scheduled for tomorrow, the 6th of May 2026. And our reporters have been on ground compiling stories from the Year of Men celebrations gaining momentum in Embu Diocese to growing concerns over rising alcohol abuse among young women, renewed efforts to end maternal death. These and many more stories on this bulletin. I'm Masasha Elizabeth alongside Charity Ngima on sign language interpretation. And we begin in Embu Diocese, where the Year of Men continues to gain momentum. The Catholic Bishop of Embu, the Right Reverend Peter Kimani Ndongo, has commended men across the diocese for taking an active role in strengthening their faith as activities marking the Year of Men gather momentum. Speaking at St. John the Apostle Kangaroo Parish, the bishop praised the growing participation of men from the newly established Kangaroo Parish and others across the diocese for engaging in various programs aimed at strengthening their faith, describing pilgrimage in particular as powerful pathway to spiritual renewal. As part of the celebrations, men from the St. John Kangaroo Parish are scheduled to travel to the Marian Shrine in Subukia on Saturday for a pilgrimage, one of the key activities planned for the year. The bishop also urged the faithful to remain steadfast in prayer during the month of the Rosary, while informing congregants about the upcoming episcopal ordination of Bishop-elect Obed Muriungi Karobia as Auxiliary Bishop of Nairobi Archdiocese. The ordination ceremony, which is slated for tomorrow, Wednesday, May 6, 2026, will increase the number of Catholic bishops in Kenya to 31.
Mpaka hao ni mwaka wetu and tuweze kuwa na mipangilio. Nafurahi kusikia Baba amepanga mipango ya sala, na hasa katika Jumamosi ijayo wanaume mko na pilgrimage kwenda kule Subukia. Vuteni some of the boys of the young men ambao tuko nao ili waweze kushiriki katika matembezi hayo ya mawalede kule Subukia, Lady of Africa katika Subukia. Tuhimize rozari katika binafsi. Wewe ukitembea katika matatu, ukitembea nyumbani, ukiwa jiani, tukumbuke Mama Maria. Bishop Obed Muriungi kutoka katika jimbo la Meru, ambaye atafanywa askofu msaidizi katika jimbo kuu la Nairobi. Umeelewa sasa? Yes. So, on Wednesday tuweze kuangalia sherehe hiyo na tuweze kumwombea anapoanza kazi hiyo. He is a capuchin, ile shirika ambalo linaloshikilia Subukia National Shrine, ametoka katika shirika hilo, na yeye ndiye atakayekuwa msaidizi wa pili wa askofu mkuu wa jimbo kuu la Nairobi.
From strengthening faith among men, attention now shifts to important social concerns as leaders raise alarm over rising alcohol and substance abuse among young women. Now, police and religious leaders across are raising the red flag over what they describe as a disturbing rise in alcohol and substance abuse among young women, particularly in urban areas. The leaders warn that unless urgent intervention measures are put in place, the trend could have long-term consequences on families, careers, and the future of an entire generation. Their concerns emerged during a consecration and ordination ceremony held at the Administration Police Service facilities in Uhuru Camp, Nairobi. Here is Tracy Chebet with more.
Speaking during a consecration and ordination ceremony at the APS Protestant and Community Churches at SGB and VIP Protection Unit in Huru Camp, Nairobi, religious leaders say the situation has become more visible, especially in major towns. Led by Bishop Richard Chepsergon, the clergy noted that it is now common to find young women, including students, leaving entertainment spots late at night while heavily intoxicated.
Maafisa wetu wanapokuwa kazini wanakutana na vijana hawa wengi wamejiingiza katika dawa za kulevya, kunywa pombe. Idadi ya wasichana ambao wamejiingiza katika tabia kama haya wamekuwa wengi, wameongezeka. Karibu hata wengine wanapita wavulana, wale wako katika vyuo vikuu, hata wale wako katika colleges na pia wale wako katika secondary schools. Unakuta ya kwamba pia wao wamejihusisha, especially hata wale wako katika miaka ya chini, kuanzia hata miaka 17 na kuendelea.
Chepsergon warned that excessive drinking at a young age could negatively affect future relationships, family stability, and personal well-being.
Tunaomba ya kwamba waweze kujirudia na kukumbuka ya kwamba siku zao za usoni iko katika mikononi mwao. Wafanye maamuzi yaliyo bora kwa sasa ili waweze kuweka msingi maisha yao katika neno la Mungu.
Administration Police Chief Chaplain Dr. Kibet Kipkoech echoed the concerns, warning that alcohol and drug abuse could destroy future opportunities for many young people.
Wasichana tunapoona wao wanakunywa, wanajiingiza katika anasa, inatusumbua kwa sababu kesho yao, kwa kweli tukiuliza, iwapo atajiingiza jambo hili, jambo lile, miaka yake hasa ya kuoa atakuwa na madilikani katika poma, kama yeye mwenyewe achachiweza kujiongoza, hawezi kuongoza mume wake, na watoto ambao watasaliwa wataishi kwa njia gani?
On his part, Principal Deputy to the Deputy Inspector General of the Administration Police Service, Dr. Masoud Mweni, linked the growing trend to peer pressure and weakening family structures, calling for stronger mentorship, awareness campaigns, and counseling programs in schools and communities.
Tuelewe kwamba hawa ni watoto ambao wanahitaji kuelekezwa. Wakati mwingi sisi tunalaumu wasichana wetu na vijana wetu, vijana wameharibika, vijana hawasikii, vijana ni wahuni, lakini je, sisi kama wazazi tumetekeleza wajibu wetu kuwaelekeza, kuwashauri, kuwasikiza wasichana wetu na vijana? Tafadhalini, sisi kama wazazi na wakuu wenu tuko tayari kuwasikiza na kuwalinda, lakini na nyinyi pia mwenye kulindwa mpaka awe tayari kulindwa. Muwe tayari na nyinyi pia kuweka heshima yenu, kuweka hadhi yenu.
Pia maafisa wetu wanapofanya kazi waangalie hawa watoto ili wakipatikana pia waelekezwe, waongeleshwe na wasaidiwe ili waweze kubadili tabia sawa. Kwa maana sio kwa kushika tu na kupeleka mtu kustakiwa, bali pia katika kuhubiriwa neno la Mungu.
Kila tunapopata maafisa zaidi wakiingia ndani ya taasisi hii, sisi tunapata faraja, kwa sababu tunajua kwamba vile wanavyozidi kuwa wengi, watazidi kuwafikia watu wengi zaidi, wanajamii, watazidi kuwafikia wananchi wengi na maafisa wetu.
Na tuweze kuungana kama jamii, kama watu wa nia moja, turekebishe watoto wetu kwa pole, kwa upendo na kwa maombi.
During the event, Bishop Richard Chepsergon was elevated from Reverend to Bishop, while George Ndwiga was promoted from Pastor to Reverend. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Tracy Chebet.
Quite a worrying trend that now raises questions on the very moral fabric of society and the stability of the future generation. Now to matters healthcare. Now counties are intensifying efforts to curb maternal and newborn deaths, with the Council of Governors turning to data-driven solutions to improve outcomes across the country. And as Susan Bulletin reports, a new monitoring system is now showing promising results as counties report a decline in deaths.
8 months after the rollout of a central dashboard that compiles reports from counties, early signs indicate progress, with many regions reporting fewer and in some cases zero maternal and newborn deaths over days or even months.
The fact that the governors every Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays pick the report and they call me and tell me, we've realized there was a lapse somewhere, there's somebody that didn't do their job and the like. I feel extremely very proud that this conversation has gone to the highest doorstep of the people that we wanted them to be accountable for any loss. That to me is the greatest milestone. For the fact that governors seated in a room speak about MPDSR.
Under the initiative, frontline health workers in maternity units are holding regular meetings every Tuesday and Thursday to assess performance, identify gaps, and implement data-informed interventions aimed at improving care during delivery.
As we deliberate today, I encourage us to focus on a few areas. First, strengthening the use of data to inform decision-making and action. Every maternal and newborn death reviewed must lead to clear, actionable insights. It will be meaningful if we just review and have this data, but we sit on the data without doing anything. Action must follow.
Council of Governors Chief Executive Officer Mary Mwiti, who convened key partners supporting the initiative, emphasized the need for sustained investment in strengthening maternal and perinatal death surveillance and response systems.
The Council of Governors stands firmly with you in this journey. We remain committed to supporting counties in strengthening health systems and ensuring that the promise of safe motherhood and newborn survival becomes a reality for every Kenyan and family. Our wish that in the next 10 years, we would actually reduce these numbers. I would be the happiest person in this world, so that every mother is given a chance to thrive and every child is given a chance to live.
She noted that while significant strides have been made, some counties still face shortages of health workers, a challenge that must be addressed to sustain gains and further reduce preventable deaths among mothers and newborns. She also acknowledged all the health workers involved and emphasized that the good work they've put in is not just a job, but a calling.
You people, the champions that are seated here, you started small, but we are here to celebrate the big milestones that you've done. Saving lives is not easy. You can imagine all of us seated here, we are a product of someone that went to the delivery room to save us when our mothers were giving birth. Supposing there was negligence, supposing we had people that do not have the calling, where would we be? So on a daily basis, if there's anything that you should actually encourage yourself on a daily basis, when you wake up in the morning, please speak to your subconscious mind that you're not doing this as a job. You're doing this as a calling to save humanity. And the challenges that befall you, you will be able to surmount them. Because yours, honestly, is not a job. It is a calling. It's a duty of call.
Reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
Spirit, not just about job, but a calling. And as Kenya gradually shifts focus towards the 2027 general election, concerns are emerging over the safety of journalists tasked with covering political campaigns and other high-risk assignments. This comes just days after the world-marked World Press Freedom Day, observed annually on May 3rd, with renewed calls for governments to protect press freedom and guarantee journalists the space to work without intimidation. In Busia County, journalists are now demanding stronger security assurances and greater freedom to report without fear as the country heads into a politically charged period. Njagi Ndenya has more.
Journalists in Busia County are calling for enhanced security and greater freedom in the line of duty, particularly as Kenya prepares for the next general election.
Wakati tunapojiandaa katika uchaguzi mkuu mwaka ujao, zile visa ambavyo tumekuwa tukishuhudia hapo awali ambapo wanahabari wamekuwa wakidhulumiwa na kunyanyaswa, tunaomba kwamba katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027 tusishuhudie visa kama vile, kwamba vitengo ambavyo vinahusika vihakikishe kwamba usalama wa wanahabari wanapokuwa nyanjani unatiliwa mkazo na unazingatiwa kuwa jambo la muhimu sana.
Speaking in Busia town during celebrations to mark World Press Freedom Day, the journalist highlighted a number of challenges they continue to face while carrying out their work.
Sisi wote tunazidi kuomba ya kwamba tuunganishwe na tukue kitu kimoja, tuangaziwe kama kitu one tool ambayo inaeneza ujumbe unaostahili katika jamii. Wasikuwa wanatuangalia kama huwa wanatuita professional gossipers ama professional rumormongers.
They cited cases of intimidation, threats and limited access to information, urging security agencies and other relevant institutions to work closely with the media in safeguarding press freedom.
The State of Media Freedom in Kenya 2026, this was published, it was a research done by the Media Council of Kenya. It indicated that in 2025 there were 92 violations of press freedom. 67 of those were physical attacks or physical assaults. 49 were committed by county government officials, and also that Nairobi was the most affected with this issue, coming out at 45% cases that were affected with press violation.
Na vile vitengo vya usalama viweze kujua jinsi ya kuweza kutangamana na wanahabari na pia kuwapatia usalama wakati wanapotekeleza kazi zao.
The journalist emphasized that a free and secure media remains critical in ensuring transparency and keeping the public informed, especially during the election periods.
Kumbukumbu, historia na vile takwimu zinasema kwamba kote duniani maelfu ya waandishi wa habari wamenyanyaswa, wamedhulumiwa na wengine kuuawa mikononi mwa wahuni na pengine maafisa wa serikali na watu ambao wana nia mbaya. Na ndiposa leo hii tuko hapa ili tuweze kulalamikia haki yetu na kuitisha haki yetu na kuitisha jamii pamoja na watu matabaka mbalimbali ikiwemo washikadau mbalimbali ili waweze kukumbuka kwamba mwandishi wa habari ni Mkenya wa kawaida, ni mwanadamu wa kawaida na ana haki kama mwanadamu yeyote yule katika taifa la Kenya.
Busia County Commissioner Stephen Orinde commended journalists for the critical role they play in society, describing the media as an important pillar in promoting accountability and democracy. Further assured journalists that their security will be protected, particularly during the upcoming campaign period in the 2027 general election.
Allow me to assure you that we will work together, like I have already indicated, and ensure that while you do your coverage, which is your right, you are safe. Your safety is important. You are not any other. You are not any less than any other Kenyan. Your life is very important to us, and we value your life. So from where I sit, mimi nitakuhakikishia nyinyi ya kwamba tutashirikiana kwa ukaribu vile tumekuwa tukishirikiana, na kuhakikishia nyinyi ya kwamba usalama wenyu mkiendelea na shughuli yenu ya kucover stories, usalama wenyu tutakuwa tunayazingatia.
Leaders have now called for stronger collaboration between journalists, security agencies and other stakeholders to ensure a safe working environment for media practitioners. Reporting for Kapuchi TV, my name is Jagindenya.
And here at Capuchin TV, we reiterate that message for the need for full media freedom and safety as the call for a very conducive environment where journalists can carry out their duties without fear of intimidation, targeting and unfairly labeled in the course of our duty. And that report brings us to the end of today's edition of Catholic Focus News Briefs. As the Year of Men gains momentum, men across the country are encouraged to deepen their participation in faith-based activities and continue strengthening their spiritual journey. It is called the paradigm shift because conventionally it's known that women are more active, and of course their numbers are beyond those of men in church activities and participation. they can change this paradigm. And remember that tomorrow, Wednesday, the 6th of May, all roads will lead to the Holy Family Minor Basilica in Nairobi for the Episcopal ordination of Monsignor Obed Muriungi Karobia as Auxiliary Bishop of the Metropolitan See of Nairobi. And of course, we take this early opportunity to congratulate him as well as the entire family of the Metropolitan See of Nairobi. For these stories and more, keep it Catholic Focus News Briefs, where your stories matter. I'm Sasha Elizabeth, together with Charity Ngim on Sign Language Interpretation. I sign off, thanking you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your moments.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.